Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a bonus video, all centered around Prince, because that last video, well, the unboxing I did earlier, thank you for telling me my Outlook account settings are out of date. The video I did earlier, I had a migraine, I was tired, and it wasn't my best kind of video. I feel a lot better now, so I'm going to talk about Prince. I'm actually going to rank the 4 Prince albums that I've heard. I'm going to rank them in terms of which ones I think are better and my favourite. Now, in the last video, which I will link below, I've already told you which one's my favourite. But just to rank the others, it might be, I don't know, you might agree with me, you might not. I'm also going to talk about my number 1 spot a lot more because I'm feeling a lot better. And I might make sense this time. So to start, the 4th, also, before we get into it, a big caveat, these are the only albums of Prince I've heard so far. I am going to listen to them all, but these are the only ones. There's always one person who will either message me or comment saying, oh, you didn't talk about this album, you forgot this album. just don't, okay? Now, to start, my number 4 spot, what is, we have, All Around the World. It's not a bad album, it's still one of my all-time favourite albums. One of my favourite Prince songs is Raspberry Beret, which is found on this album. And of course, Tambourine, America, Temptation. There are tons of Paisley Park. There are tons of great songs on this album. But overall, I don't think it's as good as his later stuff, and one of his earlier albums, which we will talk about next. We have 1999. This one. It blew me away how good this album is. And usually I try and I'm a bit lazy, and having to listen to 4 sides on 2 different records is usually not something I like to do. I do obviously prefer like a single album, but that is honestly the best double album I've ever heard. It is perfect. I love the start with the weird voice saying, don't worry, I won't hurt you. I only want to have some fun. 1999, the opening track and the title track is flawless, brilliant. Red Corvée is amazing. And is it Let's Get Married is great, but Delirious is amazing. No, Let's Pretend We're Married is amazing. DMSR is great. And I love the closing track, International Lover. It's just brilliant. I love the weird sound effects and sound loops and the people screaming, which is strange. But in the 3rd spot, we have Purple Rain. Now, this was the album that got me into Prince, and this is a flawless masterpiece. This is one of the greatest albums of all time. This is in my top 10 albums of all time. As well as Prince is now, honestly, in my top 5 artists and bands of all time. So music list, essentially. He's just below, so he's just beaten out by The Doors. I prefer The Doors a bit more. That's just my opinion. It's my opinion. Let's Go Crazy, Take Me With You, The Beautiful Ones, Computer Blue, Darling Nikki, When Doves Cry, I Would Die For You, Baby a Star, and Purple Rain are all flawless masterpiece songs. And the closing track, Purple Rain itself, it's like ear orgasms. It's like you have these just it takes you to another world with Prince on the guitar, just like just amazing, absolutely brilliant. Now, the album I picked up today, my favourite Prince album, definitely, is Parade, which my lighting is a bit iffy. This album, man, is just flawless. The closing track, I was listening to it earlier after I filmed that first video, and my god, just brilliant. Hold on, I'm gonna get, oh, it's already up, sweet. Sometimes It Snows in April. I love the acoustic bits, brain. I love the acoustic bits to it. I love Prince's singing, and I love the melody to it as well. It's so peaceful and just beautifully melodic. It's perfect. Really is just this amazing song. Mountains is amazing. Kiss I think is the lead single from the album, and that is brilliant as well. Truly, I am like a huge Prince nut now. I've just fallen in love with his stuff, more so than because I've fallen in love with Michael Jackson recently over the last few months as well. And I have to say I prefer Prince's music to MJ, but that's just my opinion. Um, actually, I have a question for you Prince fans. I want to listen to some live stuff. Comment below Prince's live stuff, or what his best live stuff is, and I will definitely give it a listen. Also, I've gone off on a tangent. One of my biggest dreams, which is something I'm going to do one day, is I want to get like either a camper van that I can live in, or a car that will let me do it. And I want to travel the US. I'll be starting in Tennessee because that's where my best friend lives, Chris, who I've mentioned lots of times on this channel. I was in Tennessee over Christmas, and I'll be starting in Tennessee. I'm not going to go to Florida because I've been there millions of times. I'm not going to go to New York because I've been there a few times. And I'm going to travel the US. I want to go to Graceland, obviously, birthplace of rock and roll. I want to go to Dollywood, country music, and I want to go to Paisley Park, which I think is in Minnesota, or it's somewhere up north. But you probably can't go in, but just to be there, it's amazing. Just to be at somewhere full of musical energy like that, it's really inspiring. When I went to Strawberry Fields in Liverpool, that was transformative. That's the word. I'm trying to think of that word for the last 6 minutes. Transformative, going to these places. So I really want to visit Paisley Park when I do it. And of course I'm going to go to California and all these other places. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Take care, everyone. Nope.